This is a forced air driven what they call a ODS heater, space heater. And you see you got a fan here. There's the gas valve, spark igniter. See that spark there? And it's got a couple of pilots on it. It's got a dual pilot. One of this says LP and the other says NG for natural. Ain't that cool? You never seen one like that. It's got a lever right here you can flip. You can take that screw out and flip it from LP to NG or the NG to LP. Ain't that cool? That's cool, Pawpaw. Fancy. Alright. Now, over the summer months, try to move that propane heater. Let's see now, over the summer months, see all that cobwebs and stuff? Well, that gets up inside here. And when it does it, it makes this is a safety valve right here. Well, it's a safety pilot called an ODS, which means oxygen detection system. The way it works is it'll work on 21% oxygen in the air. When it gets down to 18% oxygen, these holes will choke closed and make the pilot go out. And when the pilot goes out, the safety magnet will release. And it's got a thermocouple. When you light that pilot, that thermocouple stays heated, and once it's heated, it causes a little bit of voltage enough to hold open the valve. It's a spring-loaded valve with an electromagnet in it. As long as that pilot light's burning, that electromagnet will have power and leave the gas open, allow the flames to come across here. Whenever that pilot goes out due to lack of oxygen, that magnet shuts off, closes the valve, spring-loaded, closes the valve, the gas gets cut off, and no more chance of getting, carbon monoxide poison or whatever. So that's a good little dude. It's also got a limit up here, I see. Glass little shield in front of it to protect you from the flames. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take my vacuum cleaner. I'm going to vacuum it up real good. Wipe this up real good, and I'm going to take and squirt some rust buster down in here. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to show y'all. Because I've done figured out how to edit my movies now. So I'm going to edit this. Those are prepared pawpaw. Alright, Pawpaw. Totally prepared, Pawpaw. That little bottle of rust buster here. It loosens rust in seconds. It's made for freeing up frozen motors and shafts and taking nuts and bolts loose, and also it makes a good little thing to clean that pilot out with, because you don't want to mess with that flap in there. It's got safety things in there. You go digging around in there with a Q-tip or something like that, you might mess up but this is just liquid, so it's just going to clean any dust that's in there out. So we're going to stick it right in the hole, hopefully, like that, and then skeet some, and see it coming out of skeet some of these holes here. Alright, now I'm going to let that dry, and that's flushed out all that little pieces of dust and sand or whatever might have got in there during the summer months when it was sitting up and wasn't doing nothing. So while that's drying out, we're going to vacuum her up real good. And then I'll come back and we'll light this puppy off. I've got made me a little adapter right here. Let's see here. This thing here, this hose here come off of a propane barbecue grill deal. And this size on this side fits on a regular household line. Anyway, it's a double-ended adapter is what it is. One side of it's 3/8, the other side of it's 1/2 inch. Totally prepared, Paw. Let's plug her in and blow her up. That's really and truly, we don't have to plug it in because none of this requires no power for it to heat. So if the power was off, it's still going to heat up. But this one's also got a little fan with it that'll kick it off and make it take off and throw hot air all through the room and it also, I seen on the back side, it's got a couple of, looks to me it's got a little thermostat right here that comes down, mercury bulb based thermostat that judges the air temperature in the room and closes that gas off to once the room's up to warm. Instead of running wide ass open all the time, it regulates the heat a little bit. This is a fancy one right here. So let's clean her up and then let's blow her up. That sound like a plan? All right.